Join me as I take on the challenge of turning my biggest flaws into superpower strengths. Can I really transform my weaknesses into something amazing? Today, I want to talk about something that I believe has the power to change the game for all of us, turning our flaws into strengths. It's an incredibly empowering topic, and one that I'm excited to dive into with you. The idea that our biggest weaknesses could actually become our greatest strengths is a pretty mind-blowing concept, and it's one that can have a huge impact on our lives and our success. Perfectionism is a big one for a lot of people. It's that constant need to get everything just right, to the point where it can be paralyzing. You might spend hours rewriting an email or reworking a project, all because you're terrified of making a mistake. But the truth is, perfectionism can hold you back from taking risks and trying new things. And if you're not careful, it can turn into a major anxiety trigger. Procrastination is another big one. Putting off tasks until the last minute, or avoiding them altogether, might feel like a temporary relief. But in the long run, it can lead to feelings of guilt, shame, and inadequacy. And let's be real, it can also majorly impact your productivity and overall success. Low self-esteem is something that can affect so many areas of our lives. It can hold us back from speaking up, from pursuing our dreams, and from believing in ourselves. And it can be a major confidence killer. But what if we could take those feelings of self-doubt and turn them into something positive? What if we could learn to love and accept ourselves, flaws and all? And then there are the people pleasers out there. You know, the ones who always put others first and themselves last. It might seem like a selfless act, but the truth is, people pleasing can lead to burnout, resentment, and a total loss of identity. It's like, who am I, really? What do I want? What makes me happy? I want to share some amazing stories of people who have successfully turned their flaws into strengths. There's the story of a woman who struggled with anxiety and turned it into a successful mindfulness business. There's the story of a man who overcame his fear of public speaking and became a sought-after motivational speaker. And there's the story of someone who turned their social awkwardness into a thriving online community. What I love about these stories is that they show us that it's possible to take something that holds us back and turn it into something that propels us forward. They show us that our flaws don't have to define us, and that we have the power to reframe them in a positive way. So, what's the secret to turning our flaws into strengths? For me, it's all about reframing our mindset and being willing to take risks. It's about recognizing that our flaws are a part of who we are, and that they can actually be a source of strength and creativity. It's about embracing our imperfections and using them to fuel our passions and pursuits. One technique that I found really helpful is to reframe our flaws as superpowers. For example, if you're someone who's always been labeled as too sensitive, what if you turned that into a superpower of empathy and compassion? Or if you're someone who's always been told you're too much, what if you turned that into a superpower of charisma and confidence? Another technique is to focus on our strengths, rather than our weaknesses. What are you naturally good at? What do you enjoy doing? When we focus on our strengths, we start to see our flaws as opportunities for growth, rather than threats to our ego. Today, I want to leave you with a challenge. What's one flaw that you're willing to turn into a strength? What's one area of your life where you're willing to take a risk and try something new? Remember, our flaws don't have to hold us back. They can actually be the key to unlocking our greatest potential. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. If you've got a story of how you've turned a flaw into a strength, share it with me in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about personal development and growth, be sure to check out my video on building self-confidence.